We all have a turning point in our lives. That moment comes when you realize that everything goes on in the same way. You wake up in the morning, same work, same thoughts. It's like a cycle, but then something happens. A feeling awakens in you. I can't do this anymore. I have to change something. If you are at this point, you are not alone. Because this is a desire for transformation that everyone experiences. But most of us don't have the courage. This is where Stoic wisdom will give you some important tips on how to change your life and yourself. This journey can be difficult, but with patience, determination, and the right steps, everything is possible. If you are ready, let's step into this journey of transformation together. 1. Purify your mind and body. Start the day early, around 6 o'clock in the morning. The morning hours are the only time you have to yourself that you don't get the rest of the day. It is peaceful and quiet. No one can disturb you because everyone is asleep. You can do anything you want during these hours. Make the most of these hours and stock up on energy to live the day ahead with maximum energy. In the first days, you may find it difficult to get out of bed. You may have excuses such as reluctance and tiredness. But no, this is just laziness. It shows that you don't want to live your own life. Subway, traffic, work, etc. You think, what's the use of getting out of bed at the crack of dawn? Never. Think, a new day begins. Just think about it. Accept it. Having a brand new, fresh day ahead of you calms the early morning thought, and you are good to go. It's simple logic. If you are living life to the fullest, you want to jump out of bed. Or look at it this way. If you get yourself out of bed as soon as possible, life will start to shine brighter. Eat better. A change in your life demands tremendous energy from you. Usually, you waste a lot of your body's energy when you struggle with alcohol, smoking, heavy, fatty, and unhealthy food. Each one of us has such defects. Let's admit it to ourselves. But we have to overcome them. You can determine what is the best diet for you. Personally, I am a vegetarian, and I believe that food should be eaten raw. But I know one thing that applies to all of us. Alcohol, potato chips, sugary drinks, convenience foods, junk foods. None of these are suitable for anyone's healthy diet. So you can eliminate all of these things from your diet. And also reduce your portions and don't eat before bedtime. Respect yourself and just listen to what your body is telling you, or consult a dietitian. Think that the most important thing is to stop drowning yourself in toxins. You need to stop torturing your body by eating light, healthy, delicious food. You will be happier and have the energy you need for a more active life. Play sports. I love sports, and it is almost a necessity for me. I never get tired of saying that keeping one's body fit and healthy is vital for mental health. Instead of trying to shake life with a tired body that is disconnected from life, what you need is to shake your body itself. Do this in any way that seems right to you. I love yoga, running, and dancing. Try to move a little more every day. For example, dance in front of the mirror as you get ready to leave for work. Leave the elevator and take the stairs. Make a rigorous workout program for yourself at the gym. 2. Organize your personal life. Clean personal living space, throw everything away. It's time to declutter every corner, desk, and closet in your home. Stuffing everything in the attic or nooks and crannies doesn't count as throwing away. I got to the point where I was even taking out what I was throwing away. Think about this. Every single object in your home, whether small or large, not only takes up space, but also drains your energy. Is it really worth keeping all this stuff in the house? Keep the things that you really use and need. The things that make you happy and that you value the most. One more thing. If you still have the teddy bear you received from your boyfriend on Valentine's Day one night Taibao Day in 1998, and you haven't looked back at it in a long time, then you don't need to keep such happy memories anymore. Get rid of it. Don't even hesitate. When you do all this, you will find that you feel a little better. You'll feel it, especially when you dust every nook and cranny and give the floors a good cleaning. Resolve your personal issues. Fulfill your responsibilities. Do you remember how many years you wanted to learn a foreign language? How many times have you promised to visit your distant grandfather? How many New Year's resolutions you carry over from the last year to the new year? Don't you think? Remember all the promises you have made to yourself and others, and decide how you will resolve them. You have two options: either fulfill them or cross them off your to-do list. But if you cannot give up on your grandfather, by all means go and visit him as soon as possible. Instead of turning all these words into a sense of obligation and frustration and dragging them behind you, do what you need to do. Analyze your social life. Cut off all relationships that you feel are holding you back and making you depressed. Stop talking to people who radiate negative energy, who are arrogant, with whom you have nothing in common. Learn to walk away and say no. If it makes you feel free, let it go. It is your right to be a little bit treacherous, a little bit arrogant, to act crazy, to be obnoxious. The only thing outside of all that should be your family. Maybe sometimes it is difficult, but I think you should always keep good relations with them. 3. Plans, goals, and dreams. Take note and put your plans into action. There seems to be something left undone from last week's to-do list, doesn't it? How are you feeling? Are you feeling happy and enthusiastic about it? Or are you just rushing to get on with it? If the answer is no, then maybe you need to cross some of these things off, even if it is difficult. Or alternatively, fulfill them so that you have crossed them off. Either way, think of it this way. At the end, you will be stronger and with a renewed breath. Remember what you like to do and what you became fond of doing at some point. You don't only have to plan your work and financial obligations, but also your free time. This is the only way you can relax and see friends and loved ones. You may have to make a plan that makes you nervous when you start. Write down every detail. Don't forget the start and end dates and the steps to be taken. Imagine that your life story could be the subject of a book, and you might want to read it yourself. List your most far-fetched dreams. This is my absolute favorite thing to do. I do this exercise on a regular basis, and each time my thoughts become more and more absurd. You should make a list of all these things that you dream of doing. Include in this list the dreams that you know will never come true. Include being the ruler of the world, or climbing Everest at the age of 89. You actually have all the time, money, connections, and talent you need. What would you like to do? Incidentally, my first wish list, which I wrote in February 2014, is now fully realized. Looking back now, I am amused to see how modest my wishes were, but at the time, they were unattainable for me. Plan things on a daily basis. Every evening, write down your plan for the next day. It doesn't matter whether it is short or long, whether it is a draft or not. It is especially important to do this in the evening. Even if you don't remember anything from this list the next day, you will still be more productive. It's a matter of experience. In addition, don't forget to take another look at your draft plans and ask yourself where you are going in life. Can you say you haven't moved an inch? 4. Broaden your horizons. Try to live differently. Everything has an impact, no matter how small. Choose a different route to work. Go to a cafe you've never been to before or a very expensive store. Try a new sport. Try to do something you have never done before. When you're doing what you're used to doing day in and day out, ask yourself, what can I do a little differently right now? You need to get into the habit of trying something new. That's the only way you can leave the paths where your footprints are deep. Get out of your comfort zone. Of course, if you have managed to do all of the previous steps, you should already be quite far from your comfort zone. But you need to go even further and come face to face with your big fears. Don't just face these fears, fight them. In this regard, I suggest something radical. Are you afraid of heights? Go skydiving. Are you afraid of your boss? Go to him alone with a new project proposal. If you are afraid of meeting new people, go alone to a party where you don't know anyone. That way, you will have to talk to strangers all night. This is how we learn new things and grow. Take a break. Take a breath. What do you think? Is that too hard? Just Take a breath means getting out of the house, turning off the internet connection and spending some time alone. It also means giving yourself the opportunity for some candid feedback. For you, what was something you loved last month? How was it? What changes have happened in your life? Now that you are past that stage, how will you continue? By doing these things every day and practicing them throughout your life, you will start to feel a great sense of harmony and a great sense of inner strength. And you will start to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Yes, maybe it sounds a bit ambitious, but believe me, it's true. And it's really easy to do. One of the first steps in broadening your horizons is to constantly strive to learn. Books, magazines, articles, and online courses are all ways to learn about different topics. Gaining knowledge in different areas helps you to see the world from a different perspective. Knowledge opens your mind and enriches the way you think. Try to consciously develop yourself not only in your own areas of interest, but also in other areas. Learning a new language or playing an instrument will broaden your horizons in this sense. Meeting different cultures broadens one's mindset and value judgments. Traveling, communicating with people in different countries, understanding other cultures are among the most powerful experiences that broaden your horizons. Cultural diversity deepens one's perspective and enriches one's worldview. If traveling is not possible at the moment, you can read books about different cultures. Watch documentaries and learn about the way different people live. Fixing yourself to only one view can create a mental narrowing. To broaden your horizons, you need to keep your thinking flexible. You should listen to different ideas and be open to discussions when you encounter them. How patient, open-minded, and inquisitive you are will determine how much your horizons will expand. Questioning your own beliefs and being open to new ways of thinking is an important step towards development. Trying new things, staying in uncertainty, and questioning your habits are steps that will grow your life. Stepping out of your comfort zone, deviating from the ways of thinking you are used to, is necessary both for personal development and for broadening your perspective. Taking risks will help you overcome the fear of making mistakes and make you a braver person. In this process, you explore your horizons in new ways by doing things you have never thought of or tried before. People who say they want to change themselves often do not know where to start. At such times, it is important to be aware of what you want to do. So you need to have a plan. Why do you want to change yourself? The answers you give to this question will be the first steps to changing yourself, because you will have found your reason to change. Changing and improving yourself is an important part of many people's lives. If you are asking, I want to change myself, where should I start? You are in the right place. As you look at the suggestions below, we don't want you to say, what good will these do me? Because each suggestion gives different ideas. 5. See yourself from the outside. Evaluating yourself from the outside with an objective eye is the first step on the journey of change. This allows you to understand what really needs to be changed by letting go of your personal biases. In this way, you can develop a more honest and open perspective. Seeing ourselves from the outside helps us to gain a more objective perspective. This allows us to better manage our emotional reactions and recognize our strengths and weaknesses. It also allows us to develop empathy, see negative habits, and create opportunities for personal growth. Observing ourselves from the outside allows us to approach things more clearly and consciously, so we can make healthier and more effective decisions. 6. Self-love through self-love. Loving and accepting yourself gives you strength to change. Self-love enables you to be patient and compassionate in the face of challenges. Learning to be kind to yourself is important for both your physical and emotional health. Self-love means accepting, valuing, and respecting oneself as one is. This is shaped by recognizing and respecting one's own needs, feelings, and boundaries. Self-love can improve emotional and mental health, help build healthier relationships, and increase overall life satisfaction. 7. Learn to be optimistic. Feeding your mind with positive thoughts makes you happier and more motivated. Developing an optimistic outlook towards life's challenges makes it easier for you to cope with stress. To make positive thinking a habit, You can practice daily gratitude and use positive affirmations. Being optimistic has many benefits. First, having an optimistic outlook makes it easier to cope with stress because it encourages solution-oriented thinking rather than negativity. Also, optimism improves mental health and can help prevent emotional problems such as depression and anxiety. Optimistic people tend to have a stronger social support network because their positive attitude attracts people around them. It also has positive effects on physical health. Research shows that optimistic people have lower stress levels and better overall health indicators. Finally, being optimistic can increase personal success because this attitude makes it easier to achieve goals despite challenges. 8. Set achievable goals. It is important that the goals you set to change yourself are realistic and achievable. Breaking big goals into small, manageable chunks motivates you and makes it easier to achieve success. Each success boosts your confidence and prepares you for the next step. 9. Strengthen your self-esteem. High self-esteem gives you strength and determination to change. Believing in yourself plays an important role in achieving your goals. You can increase your self-esteem by remembering your past achievements and having confidence in yourself. Strengthening self-esteem has positive effects on mental health, personal development, and relationships. People who value themselves build more secure and healthy relationships, cope more effectively with challenges, and handle stress better. In addition, their self-confidence increases. They are more motivated to achieve their goals, and their overall life satisfaction improves. 10. Focus on positive things. Focusing on what is going right in your life, rather than what is going wrong, makes you happier and more peaceful. Focusing on the positive reduces stress and supports personal growth. Writing gratitude daily is one way to develop this practice. To focus on positive things, it is important to practice mindfulness, to be grateful, and to appreciate small daily achievements. It also helps to identify negative thoughts and try to replace them with positive ones. Spending time in positive surroundings, practicing healthy habits, and focusing on self-improvement can also improve our mental state. 11. Take responsibility. Taking responsibility for change allows you to learn from your mistakes and move forward. Instead of blaming others or the situation, taking responsibility for your own actions makes you stronger and more determined. This is an important step in your personal development. 12. Be open to learning. Being open to continuous learning and development makes you more flexible and adaptable. Learning new things opens your mind and makes you more knowledgeable. Lifelong learning is important for personal and professional development. 13. Use useful social media apps. Social media can help you on your journey of change. You can record your goals and progress online or use various management and goal apps. This will help you stay motivated. 14. Live your own life. You can be happy by following your own path, not by comparing with others. Everyone's life and experiences are different. Accepting your own life and following your own path will help you live a happier and more fulfilling life. Living our own life increases inner peace and happiness. Focusing on our own values and goals instead of others. Expectations strengthen self-confidence. This approach helps to reduce stress, lead a more fulfilling life, and foster personal growth. Choosing our own path allows us to have more meaningful and fulfilling experiences. 15. Build a strong relationship with yourself. Building a strong relationship with yourself is the foundation of personal happiness and success. Be honest and kind to yourself and put your needs first. Having a good relationship with yourself positively affects your relationships with the outside world. 16. Treat people with respect. Treating others with respect is key to healthy and positive relationships. Respect and empathy surround you with positive people, and this supports your personal development. Make it a habit to be kind and understanding to people. Learn to forgive. Forgiveness is very important for your mental health. Letting go of past mistakes and negative experiences allows you to focus more positively on the future. Forgiveness increases your inner peace and happiness. Learning to forgive is an important step towards finding inner peace and letting go of the burdens of the past. First, we need to recognize that forgiveness is important for our own well-being. not for the other person. Understanding emotional pain, expressing our feelings and making peace with them over time starts the process of forgiveness. Showing tolerance to ourselves and others helps us to let go of negative emotions and allows us to take a step towards gaining inner freedom. 18. Lead a healthy life. A healthy lifestyle supports your physical and mental health. Exercising regularly, eating a healthy diet, and getting enough sleep makes you more energized and happier. Developing healthy habits improves your quality of life. 19. Set boundaries with toxic people. Setting healthy boundaries with toxic people is an important way to protect your mental health. Staying away from people who make you unhappy increases your peace of mind and makes you happier. If we don't set boundaries with toxic people, our emotional and mental health can be negatively affected. Constant negative interactions can lead to stress, anxiety, and low self-esteem. Toxic people can drain our energy and time and manipulate us beyond our limits. In the long run, this can lead to problems such as burnout and depression. Setting boundaries helps us to protect our own needs and values, enabling us to build healthy relationships. 20. Don't take life too seriously. Instead of taking life too seriously, enjoy the moment. Failures and rejections are part of life. Accept them and enjoy life. Learning to be more flexible and cheerful makes you happier and more peaceful. Laughing and making jokes to lighten life's difficulties allows you to approach things more relaxed. Reduce disappointments by setting low, realistic expectations for yourself and others. Try to see every moment of life as an experience and opportunity, not as a heavy burden. Changing yourself is not only possible, but also enjoyable. The brain likes the familiar, but it also likes surprises. Renewing and changing yourself offers your brain these surprises and stimulates it. Before starting the process of change, it is important to make a specific plan. This involves clearly defining goals and taking steps to achieve them. For example, if you want to change to a new lifestyle, start with small steps and reward yourself at each step. Small steps make change more sustainable than big steps. Set challenging but achievable goals for each step. This both boosts your confidence and makes the process more enjoyable. Questioning your beliefs is an important step in your personal development. Limiting beliefs can hinder your personal growth. Review these beliefs and change the ones that do not serve you. Changing and improving yourself requires patience, confidence, and perseverance. On this journey, you can start with small steps to create big changes and become the best version of yourself. As you take these steps, be kind to yourself and enjoy every moment. May success be with you. My friends, we give all of this information for free for you. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and comment to support us. Stay healthy and see you in the next video.